Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video. Peace, love, and abundance, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you want to support the channel, all my links are in my description. And if you need some extra help on your journey, tap in with the Retain Gang community. We're doing a 30-day lock-in challenge right now. So this is the greatest opportunity for you to lock in with us. All right. Now, your life will change this month. And I'm saying this because it's not clickbait, but I want you to plant that seed, right? Plant that thought and put it out into the universe. My life will change this month. So a lot of times you guys are so worried about the action that you don't even believe. You don't even put any effort into believing what you're going after. And you can't move like that. That's backwards. Before you do anything, you got to believe in yourself first. You got to have the vision. You got to know where you're going. You got to feel it. See, the problem is a lot of us have blocks within us, energetic blocks. So you're not able to feel anything. You're not able to believe because you got this stagnant energy trapped in your energy centers. All right. I got a question from a guy the other day that wants to know how this journey helps you break generational curses when it comes to finances, when it comes to, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So, and we're going to get into like the finance part first, but a lot of you guys aren't able to transcend on your journey because you haven't healed. I tell you guys, you got to heal your inner child. That's the first thing you got to do. If you want to break generational curses, if you want your life to flourish, you got to deal with your past. Okay, you can't let that keep sinking down inside of you, man. You got to pull that up. The first step to healing is to sit back and just reminisce on all the times you were traumatized, all the times you might have been abused. Bring that all to the surface, right? You want to collect all that data, all that information, all that feeling. All right? Now we gather all this feeling, right? We got it in our arms. And we're going to sit here and observe it. Oh, I remember, I had a friend that betrayed me. I felt some type of way about that. My parents, they did some, I wasn't good enough. They talked to me certain type of ways. That made me feel embarrassed. That made me feel less confident in myself. This over here, my ex made me feel some type of way, right? So you picking up all this information of traumas that you've accumulated throughout the years of your life. Now you got two options. You can sit there and you can soak in it and let it defeat you, or you can use that energy as tinder to fuel your flame inside. That's the best way to transmute your trauma, is to feel that energy, feel that pain, feel that betrayal, and then you say, you know what? I'm going to be better than the ones who did this to me, right? I forgive the ones that did this to me. You know why? Because I know my abuser was once a victim. So they were just projecting their traumas onto me. With these generational curses, it's just trauma passed down from generation to generation. Your grandparents, your great grandfather might have had an addiction or might have had some traumatic experiences that he never healed from. That gets passed down to your parents. And then your parents, they don't know why they're feeling this way. They don't know where this trauma coming from, and they project it onto you, right? So now you got all this built up trauma from your ancestors, and it's your job to cleanse from it. On top of that, you're picking up new things in your life experience. I have all this energy in my arms, and I'm gonna tell myself, I know my abuser was once a victim. So me being a victim, I make it my duty to never become the abuser. And right there, you're gonna heal. You're gonna feel a weight lifted off your shoulders, because now you are using that energy and you're alchemizing it into a higher frequency. That's what we got to do today. Alchemize your pain, alchemize your fear into progress. You see, when you heal from generational trauma, your family heals too. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a an energetic or a spiritual umbilical cord attached to them. You have soul ties with your family, right? It's through your blood, whether you like it or not, but it's the bloodline that keeps y'all attached to each other on a spiritual level. So by you healing yourself, you're healing all your generations and generations and generations of family, right? When you heal, your family starts to heal. They start picking up little nuggets that you dropped on them, or that they just get thoughts and ideas out of nowhere to become better versions of themselves because of you and what you're doing. So that's where we gotta start first. You gotta cleanse your inner child and heal your inner child, right? When it comes to like financial blocks and things like that, that just comes from you lacking resources. Understand the resource is what creates power. If you don't protect your sexual energy and you abuse your sexual energy, man, you're gonna find yourself always in lacking, always in fear, not having what you need, not being protected. We don't chase anything, we attract everything, right? So you don't need to be out here chasing money anyway. If you find yourself in lack, you need to clean up your energy, clean up your spirit, and release some of these blocks. That's also generational too, right? Because all it is an energetic block somewhere, and it gets passed down. It's a program, right? That gets passed down into everybody's energy field. And until somebody, takes it upon themselves to cleanse that out, it's going to keep being passed. Keep being passed. So what you're doing right now, bro, is you're doing the work. The work is dealing with all the BS. See, the work ain't just the action, is how you react to your situation too. Am I gonna fold, or am I gonna take off running 10 toes? Am I gonna face my fears? Am I gonna walk through that door? Right? That's the work too. So you guys are doing the work just by being on this journey, just by tapping into these videos, just by thinking the way you think, just by being who you are, just by existing. You exist. That's enough. Because the fact that you was programmed the way that you are, right? You are already gonna get on board and do what you need to do. It's in you. If you leave me alone by myself for too long, bro, I'll become productive. Right? I start creating. I start transforming. Because that's who I am at the essence, at my core. It's when I get around other people, I get distracted. You know what I'm saying? I get taken away from who I am. You are who you are naturally. You just got to separate yourself from everything else you picked up. All that other BS that's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? It's like being covered in sludge. Like you got all this heavy, nasty mud on you. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do nothing until you shake that off. That's not your true color, your true skin. This is dead weight. This ain't supposed to be on you. So just understand that your resources are power. So when you're releasing your energy all the time, you're actually splurging your resources. And your body can't function with lack of resources. So then your reality suffers from that. You start lacking resources in real life. Because your inner world has to be taken care of first. You ever notice that when you eating good, you taking care of yourself, you focus, you feel a lot better, you start thinking a lot better, you're more calm, and then you start attracting things to you. Because your energy, you become a magnet to what you want. You become a magnet to who you are. So everything that you want to happen this month, plant the seeds right now. And then nurture those seeds. You gotta believe first. The nurturing is the action. Right? But you can't water anything if there's no seeds there. You just watering dirt and grass. Right? There's nothing that you're nurturing. So you gotta make sure you plant the right seeds first. This is what we doing. We locking into our goals. Okay? We're affirming the change that we want to see and be before it happens. Because I know once I say it, it's already happened. That reality already exists. I just got to tap into it. I just got to fall in line and let it flow. You guys, man, like if you haven't had anybody tell you this, I'm going to say that I'm proud of you. for taking on this journey, not just semen retention, but to improve yourself as a man, to improve yourself as a human being. You know, a woman, whoever's watching this video, it's not easy out here. And right now, everybody's going through something, which makes it 10 times harder. Because now you got to maneuver through all this heaviness and toxicity and negativity to try to keep yourself sane. How do you keep yourself sane in a world that's insane? Every time you turn on the TV, bro, it's something crazy going on. So-called leaders just acting crazy, wilding out here. But then you're supposed to, you know, fall in line and go to work and be happy and pay bills and do all these things, and people expect you to be normal in a world that's crashing down and burning down. So I know it's get difficult out here, man, but hey, we creating our own reality now. We're not letting nobody else tell us how to think. We're not letting nobody else tell us how we should feel. We're not doing none of that. All right? We taking control now because we have the power now. We have the vision now. And you know what? I'm not worried about what's going on around me. I'm going to tunnel vision and lock into my reality that I want to portal into. I want to portal into this timeline. I've been letting people too long transition me into different timelines that didn't benefit me at all. Now we're going to benefit ourselves. Right? So again, guys, challenge yourself daily, man. Hey, if you've fallen short on your goals, on your priorities, come back to these videos, double back. Go to your journal, write what you need to do, write how you're feeling. Okay? You got to cleanse your energy field out. You got to get into the habit of doing that. Whatever you're going through that day, cleanse it out. Don't go to sleep before you cleanse out everything that you picked up. Right? You got to cleanse your spirit. So fellas, let's lock in, man, and let's keep going. I'm proud of you guys. You know, it's been a long year. You know, I know a lot of us went through it this year. It's been a lot going on this year, and even 2024, it was a lot going on. But I feel like finally we're about to shift into a better reality for ourselves, and all of our worlds are changing now. I feel it, and I know y'all feel it too. The finish line is so close. It's right there. We can see it. But you know, it's just like on that fourth leg, when you're coming around that last stretch, you know, you see the finish line way down there, but you're tired, you know, your heart beating, your legs is lactating, and you can barely stand up, barely hold your form. That's where the training comes in. That's where everything that you've been through comes in at this moment. And you use that as tinder, like I said, to burn your fire. You know what? I'm not going to give up on myself because I got to be strong for the next person. I'm not going to allow myself to be a victim anymore. No, I'm taking a stand. Because I'm not a victim, I'm a warrior. And I always have been. It's just other people told me what I could and couldn't do. And I allowed it. But now that I know better and I'm self-aware, no more, big dog. That's it. Hey, so let's get it, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in right with y'all. You know, these videos ain't just for y'all, it's for me too. Because I need to get on my P's and Q's as well. I need to do what I need to do as well. Right? So I'm taking initiative, and I'm hoping you guys are taking initiative in your life too. So, hey, if you're having trouble right now with urges, you having some difficulty just being righteous or picking up your bad habits, trust me, bro. We all in this together, man. So don't fall victim. Don't get weak right now. All right? Keep that momentum going. Because when you create momentum, you create a flow state. And when you have a flow state going, that stream of energy is going to carry you. And you don't have to do as much work. But right now, this is where we build up our speed, right? Getting out the blocks, building up speed, and letting that momentum carry us. And all we got to do is hold form. That's where we're going. All right, so with that being said, guys, if you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all going through today on your 30-day challenge so far. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to know. Peace, love, and abundance, and I'm out.